Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a long time. It's been several weeks, probably a month since I last posted, and I am so sorry. So much has been going on in my life. As you all know, I am a college professor and I was also completing a clinical mental health degree program. And so it was like the perfect storm of everything happening in the last few months. Finals for my students, finals for myself, comprehensive exams for my students, comprehensive exam for myself and my program. So it's just been a lot and I have missed chatting with you guys. I really have. I have my trusty notebook here with all of my notes and things that I want to share. So we're gonna jump right on in. But before we do, if you guys would do me a wonderful favor, you guys have really been watching the videos and my subscriber count has been going up. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. I hope you enjoy it here. We have a great little family. And to my OG subscribers who have been with me since day one, hey girl, hey guy, hey, thank you all so much for sticking with me. If you are watching this video and you just stumbled upon my channel, do me a favor, stop right now, like this video, thumbs it up, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I'd certainly appreciate it if you do. We are on the road to 400, and as you all know, whenever we reach a milestone, I always do some sort of giveaway, and so we'll be doing a giveaway at 400 subscribers. So go ahead and do that real quick for me. And once you do that, let's jump right on into the vlog. Okay, so as you all know, a lot, or as I have said, a lot has been going on. I have been, recording, so I have a lot of content to share, but I've been trying to keep my weekly vlogs separate from my VSG updates. And you guys, they're all kind of running together now. They're meshing because a lot of what I talk about on a weekly basis has to do with, the changes that are occurring in my body, in my life due to the VSG surgery. So this update that you're going to see today is actually going to be a two-part because it's so much information and I want to get caught up so that we are in real time with the updates. So this will be the video will be months 4 and 5, which is April and May, which we are in May. Today is May 25th. So I want to get both of those months taken care of so that when we start the next VSG update, I will be in real time. It'll be in real time after each month. So that's what's been going on. You guys, I have been so busy. I've been to, over the last 10 days, 5 states. 5 states in less than 10 days. You guys, running. I've even been out of the country. I went out of the country in April to Jamaica to celebrate my 30th anniversary the 30th anniversary of my line. My line sisters and I, if you don't know, I am a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I was initiated on the campus of Grambling State University in the spring of 1993. And so we celebrated our 30th anniversary this year in Jamaica. It was a wonderful trip. And so speaking of that, let's just jump right into some of the changes that have been happening. And as I told you in the little update, I was going to share with you some of the things that the doctor may not tell you if you're considering VSG and with travel. So when I went in for my surgery in December, or before that even, I knew that my trip in April to Jamaica was coming up. And so I asked about that. I, just said, will I be able to travel, in April? And so she looked at the calendar and she was like, oh yeah, you'll be almost 4 months out. You'll be okay to travel. Everything will be fine. You should be fine. You'll be off the post-op meds and everything would be great. So just to recap, after surgery, my surgeon placed me on a blood thinner. I was on a low-dose blood thinner, Eliquis. I took 2.5 milligrams twice a day for 30 days. I only had to do it for 30 days, and I think it was twice a day. I may be wrong on that. Hold on, I think I still have the bottle. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I'm back. So it was the Eliquis. I don't know if you can see it, but I had to take the Eliquis twice a day, 2.5 milligrams for 30 days. And as you can hear, I still have a couple pills in here because I didn't finish the bottle because I actually missed a couple days, just forgot about them. And so I didn't want to double up because I didn't know what they would do to my body. And I was really, when they told me that I would be on a blood thinner, I was kind of skeptical about that. I'm like, why do I need a blood thinner? But he explained to me that it is just a preventative measure to ensure that I didn't develop a blood clot of some sort after the surgery. And from what I understand and what my surgeon explained to me is that typically if you're gonna form a blood clot, it would happen in the first 30 days. And so this is just a preventative measure to ensure that nothing like that happened. And so I did do the Eliquis, and I was also on a beta blocker because if you remember, you go back to my earlier VSG vlogs, I explained that I did have SVT after surgery, which is supraventricular tachycardia. And that has since resolved. I don't have an issue with that anymore, but I was on a beta blocker for that as well. But anyway, back to traveling. And so the doctor said that that was okay, that I would be okay to travel. So, I went ahead as planned, went on, got ready for my trip and went on the trip. Well, what they did not tell me was that when you're on an airplane after VSG surgery, because your stomach is now greatly reduced, it's much tinier, any air in your stomach, it's gonna expand as the pressure in the cabin changes. So by the time I made it to Jamaica, I had the worst, most intense gas pains. They were horrible. My stomach was tight, very uncomfortable. Well, uncomfortable is an understatement. Very painful. And I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I did bring meds with me. I brought my, antacids like Pepsid, and I did bring some gas medication with me. Just in case, just thinking, maybe if I got sick or something while I'm away. You do that anyway if you're going out of the country. Well, as it turns out, I didn't need that because as soon as I got off the plane and I began to walk through the airport, I know this may be TMI, but the gas it just passed right on out. It's like every step I took, the gas was coming out. I mean, it is what it is. It was a relief. By the time I got to baggage claim, which I didn't have any baggage, I only brought a carry-on. I'll tell you about that in my weekly vlog about how I packed for it and only had a carry-on to go out of the country. But anyway, by the time I made it to the shuttle where I met my line sisters and everything, all the gas had pretty much passed. I had said, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I mean, with every step, but the gas came out. It passed very quickly. So after surgery, when they tell you to walk to pass the gas because they have to put air in your abdomen for the surgery, and so it can be painful. When they tell you to walk immediately after surgery, do that because I'm telling you, it works. Even 4 months out, it'll work. So that was something that I wasn't expecting, but now I can plan for that whenever I fly again because I'm actually going on a family vacation at the end of June. So yes, if you have the surgery and you're flying, and this may not happen to you, but it did to me, the air in my stomach, it really did expand. I had a lot of painful gas sitting on the plane. But once I got off the plane and began to walk, immediately the gas, it passed right out. So, that's one of the little, interesting things that I'm learning about my body. Another thing that I'm learning about my body is that now that I can eat just a little bit more, I'm still eating very small portions, but I can eat just a little bit more. But if I get to that point, if I continue eating, because those habits that we have to conscientiously work to, develop new habits. So I was sitting on the sofa eating like some nuts, like almonds. And, before the surgery, you could just eat the nuts, and before you know it, you've eaten a whole can. Well, with the VSG surgery, learning what I feel like when I get full, I feel like really bad indigestion when I get full, like really bad burning, gassy indigestion. And if you go beyond that, or if I go beyond that, I'm gonna be throwing up. I have not, thank God, gone beyond that since surgery, and I don't intend to, because I do not like that feeling. I hate that gassy indigestion, just full, I don't like that. And I had to learn that that's what it feels like when I'm full. So the thing is to eat to be satisfied and stop right there. So that's one thing. The other thing that I'm learning about is drinking alcohol. That was a question that was really, on my mind, because when I go out with my husband or, celebrations or whatever, we may have like a cocktail, when I've never been a heavy drinker. That's not something I do. I don't drink weekly. I don't, have a drink every week or every day or whatever. But on occasion, I may want to have a drink. So when I was out of the country, I did have a drink with my line sisters to toast to our anniversary, just one. And what I could tell was that it was a different kind of a feeling because, as you know, with the VSG, you metabolize alcohol differently. There isn't a big stomach for the alcohol to pass through to kind of get partially metabolized. It's gonna, go right on through that, and your bloodstream will absorb it a lot quicker. So you could actually have, even with one drink, have a blood alcohol level that is 2-3 times the legal limit because of the way that your body now processes alcohol. So what I found was that after drinking the cocktail, I didn't necessarily feel like I was tipsy or anything, but I could tell my balance was off, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't feel like the tipsiness in my head, but my balance was kind of off. And I was like, oh, okay. So, I kind of was very mindful of that situation. And so, because I don't really drink, I don't miss it. So I will only do that on very, very special occasions because I don't want to be drunk and I don't want my blood alcohol level to be high. And alcohol has a lot of sugar in it, depending on what you drink, and it can slow down the weight loss, and that's not what I'm trying to do. That's counterproductive, so I don't do that. Let's see, what else? So while I was on the trip, in Jamaica, this was one of the things, and I didn't really consider this before, but it was like it was the reactions or the questions from my line sisters. So we stayed at an all-inclusive resort. So that's all the food you want, all the drinks you want, everything was inclusive. And so you would think that that would be counterproductive for me having had VSG. It wasn't, because I knew I could not eat, like everything that was out there. And my taste buds just didn't want it, I didn't want to have all of that. And I was honestly trying to really focus on what my surgeon and my nutritionist told me. When you go out to dinner after VSG, you're not gonna be able to eat anywhere near what you used to eat. So focus on the camaraderie, the friendship, the conversation, and just being with friends and family. And that is what I really focused on. And it wasn't difficult to do because, like I said, my appetite was not there where I wanted to just eat. And I was just so happy to be with my line sisters. Well, whenever we would go to like the restaurants, because there were restaurants on the property, that wasn't a problem because you're gonna get just the one plate of food. But when we would go to the all-inclusive, like the buffets and stuff, that kind of brought some stairs or whatever. Like whenever we got our plate at a restaurant, I would eat, I would kind of pick over it and eat just a little bit. And by the way, I ate mostly fish the entire time. Salmon or whatever kind of fish they had, and chicken. Had to have jerk chicken while you were there. But I tried the eating, a little bit. Not when I got satisfied, I wouldn't eat anymore. And so that would be maybe 1 or 2 bites. And so finally, by that 3rd day, one of my line sisters said, "Carolyn, are you okay? You are not eating any of your food." And because everybody does not know, it's not something that I'm just running up to everybody saying, "Hey, I had VSG surgery." I'm not. I mean, although it is on the internet, but everybody doesn't follow me. All of my line sisters do not have YouTube. They're just not into social media like that. And that's okay. That's fine. So one of my line sisters was like, "Carolyn, you aren't eating any of your food, or you don't like it? Is it okay?" And so I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I just, don't want, much or whatever the case may be." So that was kind of interesting, being around people who don't know and who may question why you're not eating as much. And along those same lines, that is a great segue into support from family and friends. For the most part, everybody in my family is supportive. My husband is supportive. While he would have wished that I didn't have to do the surgery, he supported me in doing what I felt and believed was most important to me and would help me and benefit me health-wise. So he was very much so supportive of that. And really, for the most part, everyone is supportive of doing what I needed to do in order to be as healthy as I possibly could be. But then there are some who, even in 2023, frown upon any type of medical weight loss measures. They may see you as being less than because you chose what they consider the easy way out to get weight loss, to meet your weight loss goals. And as I've said before, and as I'll say again, this is not an easy way out. I still have to incorporate and learn new habits, do things better, eat better, not have all the sugary sweets and candies and things like that. I have to work out. I have to strength train. And I have to maintain my mental health as well as my physical health. All of those things are so important. And sometimes, some people just don't recognize that you're only doing what's best for you, and it has nothing to do with them. It's difficult. It's difficult sometimes, and we really need to advocate for each other and advocate for doing what we know we need to do, or what we believe we need to do to be our most healthy self. We need to advocate for, doing what you need to do for you. And while I am not opposed or in disagreement with anyone who believes that, I'm beautiful at any size, I agree. And if you're happy and satisfied with where you are, I'm happy and satisfied for you. This is about me, though, and my journey. And that's what we have to understand. You have to do what is best for you and what you believe will give you the best life that you want to have. So that is kind of some of the things that have been going on this month. One other thing that I want to share is about my levels of anxiety and depression. They have been okay. They have been pretty good. I have been focusing on, combating thoughts and that may creep in, mainly with body dysmorphia. That is the biggest thing. I am now beginning to really embrace the fact that yes, girl, you are smaller. You are way smaller. Everybody sees it. You can see it. I have to talk to myself like that. So one of the ways that I ensure that I maintain a realistic outlook is to try on clothes, honey. I try on things that I wore last year, that I wore earlier this year, just to see how things have changed. And before we go into the vlog, or maybe at the end of this vlog, I'm gonna show you an outfit that I wore last year for my anniversary, so just a year ago, and what it looked like last year and what it looks like on me today. I'm gonna show that to you. I hope that you have enjoyed this portion of the VSG Spilling the Tea video. We're gonna go into the vlog. I have some vlog footage of things that occurred. Now, I will have some weekly vlogs coming up as well that'll showcase my travels and all of those things. So that won't be in this video. But today, May 25th, I am at 160 pounds. Whoo, you guys, 160. Remember, I started off at 207 on December 1st. So that is a total of 47 pounds that I have lost since December 1st. I'm amazed. I am definitely amazed. All right, guys. So before you go, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's hop on into the vlog. Oh, and if you have questions, please be sure to put them in the comments. I answer questions all the time. So put it into the the comments of this video, and I will answer them in the next one. All right, guys. Let's hop on into the vlog. See ya. Hey y'all, how's it going today? It is March 29th. It's my baby girl's 28th birthday. And I am headed to the office. Kind of very late today, but it's okay. It's okay. I didn't have any appointments today, but I do have a couple things that I need to complete today. I got to get them done today before I leave my office at 2:30. So guys, you connected to the Bluetooth. Sorry about that. But I have 2 hours to get myself situated and get my work done. So I went to the feed store again, the farm and garden store, and they did have some more macho ferns in, so I was able to get my ferns, so I'll be able to plant those ferns and get my flower garden underway when I return from my trip. I'm going on my trip this weekend. Ooh, that is a beautiful Porsche. But yeah, so headed to my office, getting my protein coffee in. My coffee is what they call it. Yeah, I'm not doing the FairLife anymore because two things. Well, for one, I saw that it did have some fake sugar in it. It has sucralose in it. It has stevia leaf extract, but it also has sucralose. Those types of things give me really bad indigestion. I was wondering why I was having such bad like indigestion and gas and all that. So I can't drink that anymore. So, but what I have started doing is I have my Isopure, which is the protein isolate, and I mix that with a little bit of FairLife skim fat-free milk, lactose-free, fat-free milk, and I mix that together. It's unsweetened, unflavored protein. Mix that with about a cup of, or maybe 3/4 of a cup of milk. Pour that into my iced coffee with a little bit of almond milk creamer. Just as good. Just as good. So make my own. And yeah, so still can get my protein in. So doing that. Still at about 167. So a little bit of a stall, but it's only been a few days, so I'm not worried about it. It'll, you know, I looked back over the the course of my weight of the months since the surgery. I looked back over the course of that, and if you average it out, it's been about roughly 2 pounds per week, even with the stalls. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just going to continue practicing good habits, getting in enough water, getting in my protein, getting some activity in most days of the week, at least 5 days a week. Try to get some activity in, at least 30 minutes. A lot of times it's more than 30 minutes. It's maybe an hour, but I'm gonna do that. Yeah. But all right, guys, I'm headed to work, and I will check back in with y'all in a little while. Toodles. Hi guys, it's an OOTD. I didn't get to show what I had on, so let me show you. Just a dress. I don't know if I like it tied like this. This belt is funny. So at first I had it like this. See, this is what the belt looks like. So I had it like this, which I like this better. I like it like this better. But the back looks like this. So I don't know. Let's see. This is the dress. It's amazing how you lose a few pounds and what happens. Or like this. Which way is better? So if I do it this way, then the back looks neater. So it's either have the back look neat and the front look to me a little off, or have the front with the long tie and the back look weird. I think I'm going to leave it like this because I guess it's not that bad, but it has like a split right there. But this is me in my dress. But that's it, and I have my hair to the side, which I'm liking a lot. Okay. So as promised, I'm going to show you some before and afters. This is me in a dressing room at Dick's last summer, June 2nd, 2022, trying on this Nike dress. And here I am this year, same dress, different color, but the same size. And as you can see, much bigger. So here's another before and after. This is last year on my anniversary when we were in New Orleans, May 14th, 2022. And these are just some photos that I took back then. You guys, I didn't realize I was this large. Hindsight is 2020 for sure. So this is the same shorts that I had on at my anniversary. As you can see, I can fit my whole body into one leg, and I am serious, these are the same shorts. This is not the same shirt, but it is the same size and the same type of shirt. I got the 3-pack, so I had on the white one in that video, but I had white, green, and yellow in the 3-pack. And as you can see, this is how it fits. It is very loose, and I had on this linen shirt on top of it. Because guys, I was trying to hide my arms and hide my leg, my stomach. Trying to hide my arms and hide my stomach. But this is the shirt that I had on with it. And I had on these shoes, my Gucci shoes. But this is what it looks like now. Everything is, as you can see, quite large on me. I can do this shirt like this. So that's where I am. I'm going to show you what these shorts look like actually with my legs in both instead of just with the one. But hold on. So this is what the shorts, this is what the shorts look like just on regularly. I actually have them on backwards. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here we go. Here they are. These are the shorts from last year. So this is, and probably last summer I was about 203-ish, somewhere up in there. Yeah, so last May on my anniversary. This is what they look like. I'm gonna take off the shirt again so you can see. This is what I had on last year. And as you can see, I have a little bit of skin. I'm not even worried about it. That is so not a concern of mine. You know, but just wanted to show you a little before and after, so that these are the best non-scale victories, and they keep me, you know, grounded into knowing that, hey, you are losing, don't worry about it. Because sometimes I do kind of feel like, ooh, am I not losing? Because the stalls, you guys, the stalls are something. Because I was at 162 for like 3 weeks, seems like. And then all of a sudden, bam, I was at 160. So it's a slow process. And I just completed month 5. I'm into month 6 after post VSG. So there's that, guys. Okay, and so this dress that I have on is a dress that I got from ASOS last year. I have a lot of things that I purchased last year that were too small, and I just didn't, for whatever reason, send them back. Maybe God was like, keep them, girl, you're gonna get to that size. But you know, I got this last year. I could not fit it. It was too small. It just didn't look good on me at all. It was so tight. Now it fits perfectly. It is just a simple wrap dress that I love, and I am so pleased that I am able to wear it. This is another non-scale victory. So guys, if you are considering VSG surgery, or if you had it and you're in month 1 or month 2 and you're wondering if you're even, you know, making any progress, the scale is moving slowly, or you've stalled, or whatever the case may be, go to your closet, pull out something that you wore, say, 6 months ago, or maybe 3 months ago, and try it on and see how it fits. Compare, contrast to what it looked like if you've worn it before. Best non-scale victory, and it is a great way to keep you motivated and keep you excited about this wonderful journey. All right, guys. And that's going to do it for this VSG update. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Come back every week for more updates. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a magnificent